says it is a Vedic astrology. Some of the teachers, gurus says that it is not Vedic astrology. But we will not go into that kind of discussion. Astrology is mother of all. As I said in my last postcard, it is an ocean. And all small rivers are like BNN, Parashari, Rigunandi, all these are small rivers. Ultimately, they goes into the ocean, which is called astrology.
That empowering themselves through learning astrology part rather than getting confused with all those terms, all those social media predictions. So better to learn from an institute where you will get guidance that what are those things and how.
And if you wanted to go deeper into that part, then you can understand from KP astrology when this will happen. Then you can find out very correct timings. Although in BNN also you can find out the timings and everything. Especially on the profession, you can find out. You can find out about marriages into BNN. In any kind of KP, you can find out in Rashi.
Good afternoon, Prabhaat ji. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, and I'm very well, thank you. We are here again.
Yes, welcome to our second session. And as we discussed in our previous session about numerology and astronumerology, now our core part is here, which is astrology itself. So I have different kind of questions, but before that, the basic question: there are different streams of astrologies, which we can consider as predictive mechanism or predictive teachings or divine readings. So could you please explain few streams?
We had already discussed two parts. Our first part was on graphology, which is not the part of astrology as such, because that science has been developed mostly by Western people on handwriting and everything. Although we had connected it to our astrology, and that is giving us good result. Same with numerology, also being developed outside India, but later on it comes to India, and then it has been connected with astrology and become the integral part of astrology. But in astrology as well, there were the time when people keep studying this science, and they keep developing different methods here. I would say in a very, very common layman language, and those different methods has come up in the form of Nandinari, Parashari science, Gemini astrology. So there are different methods how you can get those calculation done as per astrology. Okay, it was initially called, there are a lot of discussion on this, whether we should call it Vedic, whether we don't call it Vedic. Some of our old teachers, they says it is a Vedic astrology. Some of the teachers, gurus says that it is not Vedic astrology. But we will not go into that kind of discussion. Astrology is mother of all. As I said in my last postcard, it is an ocean. And all small rivers are like BNN, Parashari, Rigunandi, all these are small rivers. Ultimately, they goes into a river, which is called astrology, into a sea, into an ocean, which is called astrology.
Right.
So it's a different methods. All those methods are a different method of prediction, but at the end, result will be the same. No matter which methodology you use, it will be result will be the same.
Yes, I just want to share a few of my experience because there are a few fellow members in our groups, such as Samir Bhai and then Rahul Bhai. So, I mean, other people are expert in other domain, such as I like BNN part, and some other person from that group, like Samir Bhai, he is into much KP astrology. So we always discuss those type of things, like we discuss about a chart. So I am giving my own perception through BNN, and he comes up with the KP part. Those are two type of mechanism, but the end result comes to same.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
It's end result will be the same, no
Right.
matter which mechanism you are using. Like
Mm.
what you call a mechanism here, which tools you are using. It's are different tools of
Mhm.
prediction. Jupiter will be still Jupiter, no
Good.
matter whether you are going into KP Parashari or BNN or Gemini or even in numerology, Jupiter will be Jupiter.
Right.
So
Yes.
you cannot change that.
Right.
And the result of Jupiter will be the same.
Mhm.
you know so method of calculating the impact of Jupiter on a human, that might be different, but the result will be the same. If I call it like this in here, are you taking a smaller road or you are taking a highway? But ultimate goal will be the same.
Right.
Only some route will take longer, some route will take shorter. Somebody like to drive fast on speed of 120, some like to drive at the speed of 50. So depending on that, they will take their route and they will drive, but the result will be same.
Right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. The main purpose for asking you that question, I have seen many people are saying who are into this astrology domain and new into this domain, they're arguing about that. I know KP is best, and some says there's no circular chart of the Western astrology that's works awesome. Some says okay, no, BNN gives stunning prediction within 1 minute, and what they're missing that all will end up in the giving same result. Those methods are explaining same thing in a different way, and based on that particular person, what they have liked, they adopted that methodology, and then they start to predict. But at the end, all will come to the same result. Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you say it Western astrology, Eastern astrology, still it is astrology.
Hmm.
You know, you can give whatever name you want, Western, Eastern, whatever you want there.
Right.
Okay, there are certain different methods when it comes to like when we talk in India, we talk about Rahu and Ketu, north node and the south node of moon. When you go to the Western astrology, they calculate Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, and all those parts. Again, no matter what you are calculating,
Hmm.
still result will be the same. They will come to the same result at what we do. Only difference will be what every persons are perceiving those information, how they uh, formulate those things and convey to you. That will be the only difference. Other than that, there is no difference. If somebody is a good astrologer, he have the good understanding of any method, he will come up with the same result and the correct result.
Right. So there is no my method is good and your method is not. So there is no such things. Whatever method, both of
There is
you.
no such thing. मेरी साड़ी से तेरी साड़ी सफेद क्यों? There is nothing like this here.
Right. So, as we are discussing about astrology, so there are certain things coming in, such as planet, house, sign. So, what are all those things?
So in astrology, uh, as you know, 12 houses,
Mm-hmm.
12 signs, what we call Rashi,
Mm-hmm.
and 9 planets. So all these three things, all predictions is depend on that. Then if we go further, there are nakshatras, there are padas. If we go deeper and deeper and deeper, you can go up to padas. So that will give very, very minute prediction when you go up to padas. So that is very minute. You can come up to like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute prediction. You can go up to that close.
Yes.
When you come to the nakshatras, you can go up to 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 day, half a day. You can find out those kind of prediction.
Right.
And other than that, when you come to your whole 9 planets, 12 houses, and 12 rashis. Here, then your prediction will come to 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. It's like that. So in any prediction, you have to keep all these three things together. Whether it is houses, all those houses, signs which we call Rashi, and your planets. They all should come together to for a prediction. So in a simple language, if I say like all other people, all your audience will understand this. Uh, Life is a drama, 3 hours drama, what we call it. First is our childhood, then adulthood, then old age. That's 3 hours we have. So, houses is the stage of that drama. Planets are actors, and Rashi is the act they are playing, the way they are representing, the clothes they are wearing, the appearance, what you see, what you feel, what the atmosphere they are creating, that are the Rashis. So you have to take all these three things together. Stage without actor is not enough. Without atmosphere, you will not feel all impact of that drama.
Right.
So you have to have full atmosphere, good actor, and nice stage.
Yes.
So all
So,
three things be together.
yes. And I have a silly question here. So, suppose I only know my ascendant or lagna, but I
Mm.
don't know the planetary position or house. I mean, the first house is the lagna. So, uh, is it possible to predict only based on that?
Oh, yes, it is. Again, it is possible to predict everything. So when we were earlier predicting only based on the basis of your date of birth, now you have more information that you know your lagna.
Right.
So you can understand why I said earlier that numerology is half, not a full size.
Right.
So there you had only numbers. Okay. Now you got more information that you know your lagna. So when you know your lagna, all your 12 houses are fixed,
Hmm.
then you can calculate what other numbers, other rashis are sitting in all other houses. So you have now two information. You know houses and you know rashis. Only missing is planets. So again, you can predict based on this too. But that again, those predictions will not be very, very, how to say, full.
Accurate. Cool.
I will not
Okay.
say accurate. They will be accurate. Some of the information will be accurate, but they will not, that will not be enough. That will not be in full. To get in full that information, to get the proper information on that, the deep information on that, you have to add houses there. But yes, you can get the information. And there in, we have the courses where we are teaching predicting only on the basis of lagna, what you
Great.
call lagna, ascendant, I will
Yeah.
call it, yeah, ascendant for the other audience. So only on the basis of ascendant, we teach how to predict. You can have at least 20 prediction without any problem, which will be 80% accurate. 20% I'm just taking out because to keep myself safe and not to make any controversy. That's why I'm telling 80%. Otherwise, it gives much more than that. But only on the basis of ascendant, you can give a prediction to
Yes.
anybody.
Yes. So, for our audience, can you give some glimpse?
So, see how to say every ascendant. What is ascendant? Ascendant is sign which is sitting in your first house. So that sign was rising at the time of your birth. That is your ascendant. It means your whole chart is dominated by that ascendant. So that characteristic of that ascendant dominate your characteristic. So once you see, once you had learned all astrology, you can understand a certain person behavior. Oh, he's behaving uh, according to this Rashi, you know. And then you can understand that which part of behavior is there. If you, how to say, connect that part, whether it is part of first house, whether it is a part of second house, whether it's part of third house, because every different house represent different part of our life, different part of our body, different part of our, uh, you know, how to say, family life and everything. So once you understand that about how he's behaving, you will understand that he is behaving according to this house, according to this house, but there is certain things which he is behaving in total. It means his ascendant is sitting here. And sometimes you don't need to find ascendant. If you see he's behaving too much according to his second house, you know. So if you are out somewhere, second house represent food, and you are out with somebody and he is having a certain things which he is behaving while eating. He's talking because second house is also about what he talks. So while eating food, he starts certain discussion, and when you meet with him, he always start on that part of discussion. You will understand that which sign is sitting in his second house. Then you will make it up. If this sign is in second house, what will be his ascendant? And based on that, you can start analyzing him, that whether he's behaving there, other things are there or not. If that match, you can easily predict that he is that kind of ascendant person.
Yes.
And it helps in life because then you adjust yourself how to deal with that person.
Hmm. Not only that, I mean, what I have learned through that uh, predictive mechanism through Rashi, you can also predict about your family members as well.
Oh, yes.
That what would be the behavior of your that kind of relation, like your uncles, your kids, your grandparents.
See, this is the beauty of Rashi prediction.
Mm.
Uh, some people call it as what they call zero chart prediction or something like this.
1 minute prediction.
No, 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 zero chart because it
But
doesn't
okay.
include any planets.
Mm-hmm.
It's purely based on Rashi.
Rashi.
So this is the beauty of that. Once you learn that, then you understand the different relationship in your life. Yeah. Every house represent the different relationship. So your second house is your family. So if fourth house is mother, the same thing is second house from the mother is the mother family. So you can understand those part. You know, seventh house is your spouse. So your eighth house will become the second house from a spouse. So it is a spouse family. So this is how you can calculate and you can understand different relationship of your life into the chart from there.
Right. I think many of our audience will get interested about that particular course. But should they go with any kind of predictive astrology part before enrolling into Rashi course?
No, they don't need to do that.
Okay.
Any predictive astrology. If somebody is coming very raw, who don't know anything about astrology,
Mm-hmm.
then we will go into level one with him,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we usually teach him what the houses means, what 12 houses are, what 12 rashis are, what are different planets, and then we took him to the Rashi course so that he can very well make it up what exactly we are talking about. Otherwise, it will be a little bit difficult for anybody. But
That's
we give them basic knowledge about all this thing before starting the Rashi. In fact, every time when we go for new course into Rashi, we teach that there are people who don't know these things. So we give basic knowledge, one or two classes, we give some basic knowledge.
yes. That would help a lot our audience and who wants to learn. Uh, what I have seen, like such course, when uh, a teacher is taking those type of course, they have preconceived idea that that particular person will or that student will come with some knowledge regarding astrology or some kind of predictive things to relate. but not always they start with very basic things. As you are doing it, hats off to you. And so, can you please tell me that if a student wants to learn about astrology, what module he or she should pick first?
It's a very good question because I think most of the people thinks when they listen about all this terminology when we are talking BNN, KP, Gemini, Vedic, all those names, then people go, so what should I go for? Which is the first and which is second? I would suggest, if you are new to astrology, I would suggest go for BNN first, which is one of the simplest form of astrology. It is easy to find out how to predict, what to predict. And then another thing along with BNN, if we can do the Rashi course, that will make your base very, very good. And then you can go into different uh, streams, which is KP or Gemini or Vedic, whatever you want. But initially, you should start with Rashi and BNN. That will be my advice to anybody.
Right. So, if a person wants to learn about astrology, it would be easier for him or her to go with BNN along with Rashi.
Rashi, yeah.
Okay. So, Prabhuji, my another question, that what are different modules where this kind of astrology help us, such as if I ask that whether there is a possibility to getting sick, or there is a kind of uh, things I need to know about a event is going to happen. Should I take part to that event or not? So, what are those domains?
Yeah, no, any module you can learn. All modules teach, but there are modules which you can go deeper and deeper into that. So, for example, if you go into BNN or Rashi even, they all teach you that which houses shows which part of your body. Say, for example, for we were talking about second house. Second house also shows sometimes your hemoglobin issues. Sometimes it also shows how your neck side will be, part of neck. Fourth house shows heart position. From there, you can study what is happening into that house, what are the planetary aspect on that house, what are the planetary position into that house. That will tell you about your health, when it is going to be impacted, what will happen. So there are many things there. So even in BNN, so for example, BNN, which I told, which is very simplest form. There we don't look into Mahadasha, Dasha, not too much about the aspects. We just see the conjunction of the planets. So with different planetary conjunction, we can understand which part of your body might be having issue in future, or currently you might be having some issues. And if you wanted to go deeper into that part, then you can understand from KP astrology when this will happen. Then you can find out very correct timings. Although in BNN also you can find out the timings and everything, especially on the profession you can find out. You can find out about marriages into BNN. In any kind of KP, you can find out in Rashi as well. You can see, uh, you cannot find out in Rashi when this will happen, but you will find out what will happen there. That you can find out.
Right. Thank you very much for explaining that, because you already told something about marriage. Nowadays, people are in fear of few things, such as whether he or she is manglik or not, then what the culture yoga is, and Saraswati. So, can you please give some of what is the actual thought or view on those yogas in astrology?
And there are a lot of names given.
Hmm.
Some of the names are given just to scare people.
Right.
The names are so Kal Sargdosh. When people hear, he said, "Oh, what is going to happen with me? From which part of the land snake is coming and biting me?" It is more to scare anybody. Sarasati. Sarasati is also made so much scary on all everywhere, so much noise. But there are certain people you will find out who has grown, who has become very big in their life during Sarasati. But Sarasati is always not bad. It depends what your chart is saying. For somebody it is bad, for somebody it is good. Same about
Manglik.
Manglik dosh. Manglik dosh is again, it was also made a very, very bit scare to everybody that if you will get married with somebody who is having Manglik dosh, husband will die and all those things. People don't understand the real meaning of that. And they just start because somebody has scared them and they just start believing to that. Manglik dosh is nothing. It is just somebody who is having a very heavy Mars energy. So if somebody who's having very, very heavy Mars energy and he or she got married with somebody who's having very low Mars energy, what will happen? So it is a simple, you have to see what two energies should meet. So they should have the balance in their life.
Right.
And it's nothing about that. So no need to scare with these all names. Go to somebody, person who knows this all, and try to understand from them what exactly its meaning, and then understand logically, not astrologically. First understand logically and then understand astrologically. Then you will very well understand that this is nothing to scare.
Yes. That's why I also feel that empowering themselves through learning astrology part rather than getting confused with all those terms, all those social media predictions. So better to better to learn from an institute where you will get guidance that what are those things and how to observe those things.
I will not say all of the content which is given on social media is wrong. There are some people who are doing very good job, who are giving correct information, who are explaining to people how it happens. Some of my colleagues are doing this nowadays. Some of our gurus, my gurus are doing this nowadays, who are giving correct information. And they are enlightening people not to believe into the wrong information and just look to correct information, think properly, think logically, and then do your things.
Right. I hope our audience will also get the idea that how to look at the astrology part and how to learn astrology as well. So thank you, Prabhaji. Do you have any last word for our audience?
My words are just again the same thing. Learn by yourself. Apply your logic. Although there are certain things in astrology where logic don't works, but still try to understand the basic idea behind any of the things which is said to you astrologically, that why it is said. And until you are not satisfied, don't trust it. Try to find the person who will make you understand correctly that what is the real science behind it, because it is a science, nothing else. And there are a lot of people around who can explain you this. Once you get that person who can explain you properly, believe him and move forward.
Right.
That's my name.
Thank you, Prabhaji, for giving us time, and thanks to our audience as well. And the information of Kala Wisdom is in the description below. Please have a look. And in next episode, we will come up with some new and more interesting astrological parts as well. So till then, stay tuned. Bye.
Thank you.